If we move forward then and we think about a bull case and a bear case for CrowdStrike, if we start on the bull case, let's start optimistic. What is the bull case for CrowdStrike from here?
Well, two things. First of all, even with CrowdStrike, arguably the most attractive SaaS and cloud company through last week in terms of multiples, everything, full package, everything, cash flow. So you're held to the highest standard. Having said that, everyone gets one pass. And I do think what CrowdStrike kept saying is very important, even though no one was listening at the time, which was this was not a security incident. Everything was this is not a security incident. We screwed up. You know, we did this upload, this release that was bad, this content release, whatever it was, but our security was not breached. You have 200 SaaS apps running in your company, so many threat vectors in security. There's so much threat, right? If CrowdStrike has been knocked down a peg on your list, but you still believe it is the best solution, including effort and work to rip and replace and do something, you get one pass, you don't get three. And it wasn't a security incident. So outrage, you know, the cost to send an angry tweet is so low. It's so low to be outraged on Twitter, right? We're all on to new things. There's, you know, we can see it in politics. We stopped caring a week, you know? And so how much Delta's going to care? Right? I mean, Delta's going to be upset for quite some time, right? I was at my gym yesterday, Harry. It's still down for CrowdStrike. I put it on Twitter. It's still down. My gym is down for CrowdStrike. It's so hilarious. Half the monitors are the blue screen of death across this huge gym. But you got to give, you know, this cloud stuff is hard and you got to give folks a pass. And the fact that it wasn't a security breach is important. It is important. And so do I think more folks are going to buy more modules this week? No. Do I think the sales team is going to have a tough go of it for a little while? Yes. Do I think the existing base will give them a pucker to pass? Yes, because everyone's got one.
Okay, so it wasn't a security breach. There's different people impacted in different magnitudes. A lot aren't as impacted as Delta is, for example. And then people get a pass for a mistake or two. And this is one of the first that they've made severely.
That's why I think the communications is so bad, because they're not, it was a nominal apology, but they weren't asking for a pass. They weren't explaining that this is why it happened and why, Harry, it will never happen again. That's what we need to hear. To really get a pass, you need to hear that. I think if they have no issues for a year, nothing. Delta aside, they will get a pass. You've got to let your vendors screw up once every 5 years.